Yo, peace. We up in this bitch for part 2, how to ascend to the 5th dimension. Let's get it in. So first I want to talk about our idea of heaven. See, whatever we feel heaven is, this is where we go when we dream. This is where we go when we astral travel. This is where we go when we're in deep meditation. This is also where we go when we die. So whatever we feel heaven is, that's what we project ourselves into. So when we talk about creating astral worlds and astral temples, whatever that idea or concept of heaven is for us, that total bliss moment, that orgasmic moment, that split second of peace, that's what we project ourselves into. So we don't have the concept of heaven. That's how we get caught up in the cycles of time and reincarnation, and you may not even know you're asleep, you may not even know you're in meditation, and some people don't even know they're dead. You get what I'm saying? This is why we hear about spirits and people being stuck in purgatory. Concepts like this, people don't want to leave their house because they don't have an idea of heaven, because they directed all their energy into this world. They spent all their life perfecting this life or this world, this illusion, and never worked on their spirituality. So when we do this and never work on our spirituality, when we die, it's like we have no purpose on the other side. We have to give ourselves purpose here so that when we go to the other side, we can go to the next level. We can ascend past all these dimensions and go to an even higher level that nobody even know about, that we actually create ourselves. Once we take the journey of rediscovering our soul, we can align our spirit or our energy with that work. See, if we align our spirit with just doing mundane things, that's what the spirit will be directed towards. But when we can redirect our spirit to align with our soul, we start to manifest what our soul desires and not what our ego desires. The ego may want the material wealth, but the soul may just desire the simpler things. For some people, that may be a lot to take in, because we really only want things because we see other people with them. If we never really knew what certain things was, we would have no desire for them. Would you want a car if you didn't know what a car was? Would you want a mansion if you didn't know what a mansion was? Probably not. So all these things that are put in our face within this illusion, we said we want this, we want that, but we only want it based on what we feel, we think we want based on our ego. So once the ego is out the way, when we can truly align our spirit with our soul, this is when everything becomes a breeze, everything becomes easy. When we are in alignment with our soul, we can manifest easy, we can live life easily. It's only when we're doing all this extra stuff because of the ego that life becomes all this mayhem, all these problems, because we're trying to maintain things we really don't need because we feel like we want more and more and more and more. You can have $1 million, but I guarantee you probably will want another million because you can do more. We can live life the best way we know how when we are in alignment with our soul, because our soul will give us everything that we need and desire beyond the ego wanting material wealth. Now let's talk about sleep exercises. What you can do to enhance your dreaming, your lucid dreaming, and your astral travel is to sleep with a bowl of water with salt above your head. Also sleep facing the north, sleep naked if you can, sleep with copper pennies and crystals around your head as well. Do chants or mantras just to keep your mind focused. You can say Om, Shreem, Clean, 420 if you want to use numerology, 333, whatever codes you want to use. Just experiment, just do different things. It's easier to lucid dream around 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. It's like an opening or a portal around that time. A personal experience is I imagine myself in a room and I created the room, just put a TV, a bed, people in there talking and having fun, and I was able to project into this imagery I created with my mind without a break of consciousness. Before I went to sleep or anything else, I was able to project instantly into this vision and animate this vision and really talk to the people and animate it. Also, you want to break up your sleep. Don't sleep for 8 hours straight. You want to break it up to 4 hours each, maybe 2 hours at a time, 90 minutes at a time. It's easier to do these exercises after you have already went to sleep. So let's just say you go to sleep, wake up 90 minutes later, and then do the spiritual exercises because you're already in that drowsy state. You're already in alpha state, so it's easy to program your mind. You also want to meditate 20 minutes before you go to sleep, and you want to plan plan your dreams. You want to know what you want to dream about. You want to know where you want to go in the astral world. You want to have all this stuff already planned out beforehand. You don't want to leave it up to coincidence, because you'll end up waking up in a dream and not knowing what's going on if you even awake in a dream. You also want to practice inversion, which is standing on your head, because that brings the energy to your third eye, your pineal gland, and your pituitary gland, and also heats up your body and get the energy moving. You want to do whatever type of energy work you feel comfortable doing right before you go to sleep. Dreams will always be heavily coded in symbology. Whatever is within our subconscious mind, that's what we would dream about. Whatever we're most familiar with, that's what we would dream about. Some people may have dreams about their childhood home. They may have dreams about rappers, if they're into hip-hop, or rock artists, and if they're into rock. Whatever it may be, we're going to have dreams about these particular energies or these particular people or symbols. They're all symbols that represent energies within us that may be trying to come out, that may be trying to be expressed, but they are suppressed. So whatever we are experiencing in our dreams, we want to look at it as codes or formulas that we can activate, that we can tap into, that we can channel in, so that we can better express ourselves and live the life we're supposed to live. So for example, your sleeping environment, you definitely want to sleep in pitch black. You want to have soothing music, or if you're more hard, you may want to listen to hip hop. If you're a 90s person, put on some Nas, some Jay, Fat Joe, whatever you want to listen to, Tupac, Biggie, Wu-Tang. If you're into the newer shit, put on some Thugger, Young Dolph, Yo Gotti, you know what I mean? Whatever you went to, Slime Season, whatever you feel is some real shit that you can just vibe out to. You may just have a dream about that particular artist. You may have a conversation with that artist. It may tell you something that you need to know in the form of the artist. It's just your subconscious communicating with your conscious mind. Whatever happens, you definitely want to write it down. You definitely want to take heed to it. And you want to see, how can I better bring in that energy into my reality? Whatever energy that may represent. Not that you're trying to be a rapper or a rock star. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's just the energy behind that. You get what I'm saying? Another form of connecting with energy is having sex with spirit. Now, let's just say if you're trying to channel in more love energy, then you may want to have sex with a love goddess, the goddess Venus or Aphrodite, for example. Some people have dreams. They may wake up in dreams and they're having sex with porn stars or their girlfriend or a woman they may know or a man they may or may not know. This is just another example, is integrating yourself with a particular energy, whatever energy that they represent. As I said, whatever, if it's a woman and you feel she's beautiful, it may represent the love goddess. So put hearts on your altar. You get what I'm saying? Whatever represents love. If you're a more sexual person, a more lustful person, put something on your altar that represents lust. It may be a fucking dildo, it may be a blow-up doll, or whatever the fuck you want to do it. There's no limits to this shit. Or you can do it all in your mind. You don't even have to have an altar. But when you have sex with spirits, it's still another way of integrating yourself with a particular energy within you that needs to be expressed outwardly. Some people call it your shadow side, whatever you want to call it. When you integrate with these energies by having sex, you become one with this energy. So it's never a negative thing. It's not really a positive thing. It's all about bringing that energy outward. So definitely study up on your gods, study up on your goddesses. There is a god or goddess that represent any type of energy you can imagine. Death gods, life gods, sex gods, money gods, love goddesses, goddesses that represent fertility. Anything we can possibly imagine or desire in life, there is a god or a goddess or an energy that we can connect with, and we can bring it from within us. It's all within us. It's all within our DNA. We are infinite beings. We are spiritual beings. So it's all within us. It ain't got nothing to do with the outside. It's all about how we feel, what's going on within our own minds. So it is what it is. Fuck cars, I surf these stars. Less pyramids sitting on Mars. Peace.